Hello everybody and welcome back to Simulate Gaming. It's been a while. Welcome to a brand new series here on Oakfield Farm. So I'm probably not going to get into where I've been. I will tell you at some point, but look at the view on that. Amazing. So we're going to go ahead and start a new series today. Hope you guys enjoy. I know we've been on Oakfield before in FS17, but really enjoyed this map. So different to FS17, we are starting this side of the map. So usually, if you guys saw me in FS17, we were using the pig farm down the bottom. We're going to be using that as well, but mainly we're going to be using this yard here. So let's go ahead and jump straight into it. Hope you guys are well. We actually have a couple of things we have to get going with a hired worker to begin with, and then we're going to go ahead and do something a bit interesting. So yeah, as you can see, I've changed out some of the equipment. We still got the default John Deere harvester, which we're going to be using today, and we also have my favourite drop nose front loader, the Massey Ferguson. So let's go ahead and first of all, we'll jump into this. Right, so let's go ahead and start up the harvester first of all. There's lights coming from somewhere. I'm not sure where that light's coming from, but there we go. Right, so this is going to be the interesting part. We're going to be starting off with our smaller fields that we own up the top. I have gone ahead and bought some different fields to what we usually start off with, because I personally, if you guys remember, and it's been a while, I like using lots of small fields as opposed to a few very big fields. So we've gone ahead and swapped out the big ones for lots of small ones. It gives us a bit more stuff to do as well. So we need to take this thing up through the cow yard. Now, we'll take the header up. Actually, we should probably take the header up first, shouldn't we? So I'm going to let this warm up. Let's go ahead and jump into... I'll tell you what, we'll take one of our other tractors here. I think we'll take the John Deere. Now, this is actually a John Deere 6M, not an R. But we do have the front linkage on the front there. Let's go ahead and jump into this. Get it turned on. Look at this beautiful tractor. Love the 6M. So we don't have anything attached, do we? Nope, cool. Right, so we need to go down here, which is where I believe OxygenDavid has stored the header trailer. So it's about 7:42 in the morning at the moment here. There's our header. We need to go ahead and back up into this. This is going to be a pain in the bum to get up through the cow field. We'll give it a bit of fat. I want to turn off this line as well. Show lines off. Cool. Right, let's get it into reverse. Should do about there, I reckon. Let's jump out. Get it hooked up. Like so. No air hydraulics needed on this trailer. Let's get it into forwards. In fact, we have everything on. We don't turn our diff locks and stuff off there. Now, this is dollied, so hopefully it's not too bad, but reversing these things is not one of my fortes, so we're going to have to try and bodge job it so we can get it attached to the harvester. Can we actually get through there? Have I parked the harvester in the way? I think I may have. I didn't expect the header to be this long, if I'm being honest. Let's go ahead and move it out of the way real quick. Right, so we're taking this thing through the cow farm. We don't actually own any cows just yet. We do actually own cows, but they're not here just yet. So we'll have to get them delivered at some point. Right, we'll take this thing up through the field. I'm going to try and not ruin the grass. We're going to go and keep to the edge if we can. Right, now we're in. Good, good. So we're going to start off with this field up top of here, which I believe is field number 9, or plot number 9. Let's get cruise control on here. Saves me damaging my foot. Cool. Yeah, good job we did bring this thing. The Massey would have struggled up this hill. We've got a lot more horsepower in this than the Massey, and we're still struggling a little bit. But yeah, I will explain to you in a second where I've been and why I've not uploaded and stuff like that. I won't go into detail, but I will give you a brief explanation of where I've been. Now, the problem is we do own a lot of grass meadows, so we are going to be changing some of these out for crop fields at some point. Just as we had some power there, we had to stop. Let's go ahead and get the handbrake on. Go up and get this gate open. So yeah, unfortunately I've somehow not mapped out the open gate button, so I need to use keyboard and mouse to open gates. Look at that John Deere, beautiful. And the view. Do love this map. Alright, so this is going to be the hard bit. I need to now get into this field and put the header in a position where the combine can attach to it without messing up too much of the crop. So this is probably going to be very painful to do. Handbrake's still on, well done, simulate. And we'll continue. Right, so I decided the best way to do that was to go all the way around the field. So we've lost a little bit of crop around the outside. You can see it's like not too much at all. But I feel like losing a little bit around the crop would be a lot cheaper than jackknifing and damaging the trailer, he says as he crashes his front tyre into the wall. Right, so we're just going to go ahead and... This is probably the most damaged bit here. That's why I can just cut along to get the trailer in. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and plop this about here. Let's get that turned off so no one robs it. So yeah, I thought it'd be a lot cheaper to lose a little bit of crop around the outskirts of the field. So this is the biggest bit of damage, like I said. Apart from that, it's not too bad. Probably just like one tire mark, as you can see there. If I can actually get around. See that? Not too much at all. It's probably cheaper losing that than it would be to damage our trailer. So let's go ahead, collect the combine, and hopefully we'll make a start on this. We're going to be putting this on one of our hired workers, because we have something else to do. Oh, other stuff to get ready, I should say. Let's go ahead and collect the harvester. Right, so I went down to the bottom of the farm there to turn around, or the bottom of the yard there to turn around, I should say. Just because it's a little bit easier than reversing. So let's go ahead and head through this gate. Hopefully we don't get stuck. We should be able to clear this. Yes, we're good. Cool. So like I said, we're going to be doing... we'll do the headlands ourselves. We'll do one headland, because it's only a very small field. And then we'll set the hard worker off. We've got more stuff to get ready. There's a field next to that, which we need to get up and drilling. We also have some other things we need to prepare. So I've actually got some placeables down here that we're going to be using in this Let's Play. So... we're not actually damaging that much grass, to be fair. Right. Let's go ahead and see if we can connect this here. Now, I might need to pull the tractor forward. No, we should be good. We should be able to clear that. Right, that should do nicely. Let's get it hooked up. It won't connect up. You'll have to use manual touch for this, surely. Right, so we got it on. Cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump back out of here real quick. We'll jump back into the 6M. And we'll pull this trailer out of the way. Hopefully we don't pull the harvester with us. Right. Might need some four-wheel drive here. There we go. Nice, easy does it. We're getting pretty bad FPS for some reason. Well, I'm going to go ahead and park this in this field here. This is one of the fields we need to drill. I believe this is field number 8. I did try getting it done before booting up the camera, but where's four-wheel drive? There it is. Handbrake on. But yeah, we lost track of time, so at least we've got one field to do. Let's go ahead and jump back in to the harvester, and we'll make a start on Headland. We'll get Billy Bob up to do the rest, and we'll crack on with some more tasks. Right, so let's go ahead and boot her up. I forgot to connect the PTO shaft, which is why we weren't actually going, so a little bit rusty, you see. So let's go ahead and come into the field. We're actually going to go straight along for a minute, because I don't want to risk clipping that wall just as we come in, and we'll fix that in a second. So yeah, this is a really small field we're starting off with. It's only canola, so we haven't got to do any baling or anything after this. So it should be a pretty easy job we're starting off with. Like I said, we're going to go ahead and do the headland ourselves, and then we'll get Billy Bob to finish it for us. So yeah, forgot to connect the PTO down there, so once we had that up and going, we're good to go. Yeah, like I said, a little bit rusty. It's been a long time since I used the harvester. Go ahead and crack that out there. So as you can see, we've lost barely any by taking the trailer around. Minuscule amount of damage we caused, and it was a lot cheaper than repairing the trailer after crashing into the wall for about 18 times. So yeah. Let's go ahead and shoot out this headland real quick. I'll time-lapse this for you. Good old-fashioned time-lapse. We haven't done one of them for a while. And I'll see you guys when we're ready to do our next job.
I was ready to surrender my heart to you, only you. These lights all around me keep blinding my eyes from you and the truth. Don't tell me, don't tell me, don't tell me why. I know, no, you won't save my life. You're making the waves. You and I will never be saved. Be saved. If the walls come down
Right, okay, so we decided to do the whole field ourselves in the end. It was only like 3 passes, I think it was 4 passes tops. So yeah, it wasn't even worth paying someone to do it. It would have just took me, I think it took me like 5-6 minutes or something like that, so not too bad. Just go ahead and finish this up now. This end bit's a little bit too wide, so we are going to have to go back and reverse to get some of this. Yeah, we are. Okay, let's get that lifted up. Yeah, the top bit was a little bit wider than the rest. But apart from that, we managed to do a good job. Where does it start? Nope. Out there. Cool. Let's go ahead and get that lower down. Luckily, like I said, this is only canola, so it doesn't matter too much about the lines that we're doing, because we haven't got to pick up any swaths after, which is good. Right now, because I'm lazy, let's go ahead and reverse this thing up to here. Drop the header down, and we are now done. We did miss a couple of bits, I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't a perfect go, but not too worried about getting it all picked up. So let's go ahead and turn the harvester off for a second. Like so. So now we need to get a trailer, of course. So what I'm going to do is save diesel. So we missed a bit there, and there's also a little bit down there. There's like 2 bits down there. There we go. So it's not perfect, but I don't think it's worth going to get. It'd be literally like 5 litres probably, if that. So what we're going to do is go ahead and use the John Deere, because I'm trying to minimalize? That's a hard word to say when you're tired. Minimalize fuel usage and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and jump in to the 6M. Let's get the handbrake off. Now we have the Browan trailer. Browan trailer? Browan trailer? I always get told off for how I pronounce that on YouTube, but I'm going to say Browan. Browan? Browan trailer? It's a nice one. It's a nice trailer, so let's get this unloaded. Now I haven't decided yet if we're going to be using the grain silo or dumping it into the shed as piles, so let me know in the comment section what you guys want, and we'll go ahead and do that. It might just be easier, to be fair, and more efficient for us to use the grain silo, since we've got 4 huge grain silos in the yard. It's not too unrealistic. Right, let's head down here. Did actually forget where I parked the trailer. There it was. Right next to our bales. So we do have a couple of starting bales. I did knock the hay ones whilst I was actually loading these up, so there we go. 2 completely different poles. I'm going to give you a little job in the comment section. Which one of them is auto-loaded and which one of those is manually loaded? There's your little trivia for the comment section. Is the straw auto-loaded or is the hay auto-loaded? I'll let you know in the next video, or I might just reply to someone's comment. I haven't decided just yet. Right, let's go ahead and hook this thing up like so. We'll get the hydraulic hoses connected up as well. Cool. Oh, I've got to turn beacons on them, but I don't think we need them because we are going literally in our own yard. Right, there we go. We are through. So we can make this without clipping the gate as well. I'm not too bad with normal trailers. It's just the dolly trailers I struggle with. No, we're through. We're through. Right, let's head up to this field again then. Unload this. So like I said, I haven't decided whether we're going to be using the pile or the grain silo just yet. This first load, seeing as this is going to be uploaded, I might just put this one into the grain silo, but if you guys in the comment section say dump it into a shed, from then on out, of course we'll do that. Right, let's go ahead and swing this around. I need to put the pipe out. I should have done that before I got the trailer ready, shouldn't I? One-man farming, yo. Right, let's get back over here. Right, finally, it's a very green setup we got here. And yellow, actually. I didn't even notice the yellow. That was not intentional. Right, let's get that canola loaded in. And I'll see if we're ready for our next job. Right, okay, so let's go ahead and head down. Like I said, we're going to be using the grain silo for this one. So, it's not even a secret. People have probably been doing it for ages. They're on the mod hub. So we've actually got a little greenhouse section here. So we need to fill them up with water. And we need to fill them up with manure. Problem is, as you can see, like I said earlier, the cows haven't arrived just yet, so we don't actually have any manure. What I was going to do is get everything ready for when they turn up. So that's what we need to do. We need to go ahead and make sure their trough is filled, make sure their water trough is filled, all that malarkey. Make sure they got straw bedded down on the ground, which is why we have those bales down there. Right, I can't actually remember where the dump is. It's over here. Okay, let's go ahead and dump this in first of all. Like so. There we go. I forgot that since the update, it actually tells me triangle X circle and all that malarkey with this steering wheel, which is really cool. Let's get that lower down. Right, so that is our first job done. So I'm going to leave this here for now, because now we need to get into the Fendt. Because believe it or not, the Fendt is our most powerful tractor, I believe. I need to double check that. It could be the M. I did get an engine upgrade on the M. But yeah, we're going to be going ahead and doing some drilling up on Field 8. So we'll probably get a hired worker to do that. But what we are going to do is get it all loaded up and ready to go. So we do have 2 seed drills, actually. I didn't see this one over here. Right, so we've got our actual seed drill loaded now. We're going to go ahead and use the good old-fashioned Kuhn equipment. Love this setup here. I haven't actually put the tube on just yet. I need to do that in a second. So let's go ahead and we'll park this. We're going to turn around here, actually, because I just realised the seed tank's on the front of this thing, of course. Let's go ahead, back this thing up here. We'll face forwards. We're going to use our little beautiful Massey Ferguson to load this up. So we'll probably park her about here. That was the wrong button. There we go. Let's get it lowered down. I'm actually going to. I'll leave her running. We'll get her warmed up. Let's jump into the Massey real quick. So like I said, I'm going to sell that big drill. I forgot we even had that. That's one of the starting equipment that you get with the map. I don't really want it, so we're going to go ahead and take that off. Here's the Massey. Need to take this front weight off as well. That's because we were loading up the bags in the first place. I tried to do 2 at a time. It didn't work out too well, so we're not going to need it again. Right, we are in forwards, aren't we? Let's move this over here. Lower her down. Get that taken off. Cool. So now we do have a few implements that we use. Probably just going to use... what one shall we use, actually? Good point. I'll tell you what, we'll use the actual one designed for the bags. That'd be a good idea. Right, line ourselves up here. Like so. Some implements you can do it from inside the tractor. Some not so much. Oh, there we go. I had to use Q, not the actual game controller. So this is a little bag grab that we've got. Should come in handy. Let's go ahead and take this round to the shed. Luckily, I stored them in here. Now, I didn't actually unload the trailer where we actually got the bags. So we have to take them off the trailer, which isn't too much of an issue. Right, let's go ahead and go into here. Do we need lights? Probably not. Let's go ahead and get the door open, though. If it will let us. Why won't you let us do this? I've had this issue a couple of times with this shed, where sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. There we go. Maybe the trigger's just a bit further back than I was expecting. Right, so here's our trailer full of bags. Need to make sure we get the right ones. There are fertilizer on here as well. Alright, so we want the green ones. Cool. I reckon we're going to need 2. The only bad thing with this front loader fork that we've got is that we can only take 1 at a time because it's a safety one. It stops the bag from rocking around all that malarkey, so it's safe, but not very efficient. So, to be fair, with a front loader, you probably can't take more than 1 anyway. If we were using a telehandler, then yes, but we don't actually own a telehandler just yet. If you guys want me to get a telehandler, let me know in the comment section down below. I don't think it matters too much though, but of course, if it's that necessary, we'll get one. I am in implement mode. Oh, a bit juddery, but we gotta. There we go. Put her into reverse. So like I said, we've got these little safety barriers on the side here which stop it from swinging around. I like it, but like I said, you can only take 1 at a time, so it's not very efficient. I need to turn those lines off as well. If you guys don't know, those white dotted lines on the ground, which I'll turn off now, is for GPS. Keeps us in a straight line when we're doing drilling. We might test it out now, although I'm not an expert on it just yet. Right, so that's now open. There we go. Let's get that loaded up. So that little step came down, we can actually jump up and have a look. So I think we actually need 1 bag. Yeah, we only need 1 bag at a time. We've actually still got some left, I think, but it won't tell us how much. It doesn't tell us that much. We've got some left, basically. For some reason, it's not registering on this fork. So what I'm going to do is, if Amasi will let us put it into forward, we'll go into forward. I'm just going to go ahead and park this in the shed, actually. I was going to leave it right there, but let's put a little bit of safety in here. Cool. Right, handbrake on. We're not going to be needing this for a minute. We probably could take the Amasi up with us, but we don't. We'll do that later. Right, let's take that door down. Yeah, there's an issue with this shed for sure. Sometimes the door works, sometimes it doesn't. There we go, it worked then, but now we're locked in. There we go. See, it worked that time. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know what's going on. Don't know if you guys have had the same issue or not. Maybe it's a mod conflict. Before I forget, let's actually put the pipe on, shall we? There we go. So we actually get seeds to the back. Right, we'll hop into the old Fendt. So I don't know what we're planting just yet. We might just go for the good old-fashioned wheat, because we do need some straw still. I believe wheat gives us the best. If I remember rightly, I believe wheat gives us... I haven't actually picked this up. Look at there's wheels on it. I believe wheat gives us the most straw, but barley gives us more valuable straw. I'm not 100% sure. I'm a bit rusty, like I said. I haven't been on here for a couple of months, so... let's head up to the field. And we'll make a start on this. So, like I said, we do need to go ahead and check out those greenhouses as well. This is only episode number 1, guys, don't forget. So, sorry if it's a bit boring. I'm a little bit rusty at making YouTube videos. I haven't been on for a while. And that's what I was going to do, actually. I forgot to explain. So, why I've been away, I'm not going to go into detail. I might do that at a later date, but let's just put it in layman's terms. I was ill, and then someone else in my family was really ill, and then I was really ill. I'm still technically not 100%. But let's just say something happened to me which you don't expect to happen at a young age. I'm only 26. So yeah, bit of a shock to the system. Still not 100%, but I'm well enough to sit in front of a microphone talking. So let's go ahead and actually get this course play off. So we're going to go ahead and set this, Billy Bob off on this one. Fertilising and seeding, that's the one we want. We are in field number 8. I forgot how to do this. Right, so Billy Bob is now off doing some drilling. We did keep it at wheat. So I'm not used to this version of course play, so I was a little bit rusty. There's a whole new menu that I had to get used to on the fly. Ooh, Spitfires. There they are. Look at those Spitfires going overhead. Beautiful. So yeah, he's going to go ahead and start putting seeds down now. I have asked him to skip a row every time, so we'll go back and do them afterwards. But yeah, that should now be that. Let's go ahead and probably... should probably bring the John Deere back up, shouldn't I, so we get this combine put away. We do have a few more fields to do. I'm going to go ahead and do some grass work in a different episode. In fact, I think we're going to leave it there. So thank you very, very much for joining me. I know I said we were going to do the greenhouses today, but I really need to start finding out how we're going to get the manure. So in the next video, we are going to be, well, at some upcoming video, we're going to be getting our cows delivered finally. They're in a neighbour's field at the moment, so just while we sort out that, we're going to go ahead and get the food ready. We probably need to buy some silage bales. We don't have any silage bales just yet, so that's going to kick us down a little bit. In fact, I'll tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to tab through a second. Right, so last thing before we head out here, let's go ahead and get this hooked up. Why do we have to be at the wheels? Makes no sense. Do we need hydraulics on this one? I don't think so. Nope. Don't know how the brakes work, but we'll wing it. So I'm going to go ahead and take this down to the store and sell it. I'll let you know how much money we get for it in the next video if I remember. What's the quickest way to the store? Probably this way, I reckon. Yeah, I reckon this way. So I'm going to go ahead and sell this drill. Never been used before, so we should get pretty good money for it. But yeah, thank you very much for me. I once again apologise that I've been gone for a long time. I have to put health first, and of course I don't do YouTube for the money. I do it for fun, and I have missed doing YouTube, which is why I'm back. But yeah, I did have no reason at the time to, I'm probably going to go this way, at the time to do it, because like I said, I don't do it for the money, so that didn't bother me at all. A little bit to do is I wasn't enjoying the game at the time. There was no that was close. No decent mods available at the time, so I was just getting a bit bored. But of course, all the health issues as well. So once again, I've been Simulate Gaming. Thank you very much for joining me in this video. This is only episode number 1, so I promise the series will get more interesting. We're just doing the starting stuff. Hit subscribe to see more from myself if you haven't already. Hit that thumbs up button if you're looking forward to another series together. A brand new beginning. I've been Simulate Gaming, and I'll see you in the next one.